Hey guys, Pat here from Rain Country. And today I'm going to build some, I call them pot dollies. And they're used to hold heavy pots. You've probably seen those in your lawn and garden stores. And I have enough materials around here I could build some instead of going out and buying them. It's going to make 4 or 6 of them, so that's quite a few. And I go to the dump, and a lot of times I'll bring home more than I take. And whenever I see bed rails down there at the garbage dump, I pick them up because I do a little metal fabricating as well as woodworking. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to make some more of these little pot dollies. So the pots that I have on the deck right now, the big heavy, they probably hold I don't know, a few cubic foot, couple cubic feet of dirt. They're the ones that we have all of our blueberries in, and so they're pretty heavy to move. I built a couple of these little dollies here a few years back when we bought our blueberry plants, and they work out real well. It's a lot easier to move the plants around on the deck. So I got some wood here and also have some casters, and I'm going to go ahead and build some out of scratch here. So thanks for joining me in the shop, and come along with me and we'll see what we can come up with here. So I'll go ahead and get this cut down. This is a 2x12, and I'll take a 2x2 off of the one side here because the pots are 18 inches wide. So I'll need basically a 2x10 in the end here. I'll finish the side and glue that together, and that'll make a good sturdy pot builder pot dolly. Okay, that's 6 different pot dollies that I got glued up, and so I'll go ahead and let those dry overnight, and then we'll go ahead and the glue will be dry. We'll go ahead and take the bar clamps off of them tomorrow, and we'll mark our circles on here, and we'll get these things cut out, and we'll go with that. So I think we'll call it a night. Well, the first thing we do is find center, and on these ones, a couple of these here I already had marked center, so right here is going to be where the center of all of this square is here. So we got center 9 inches and centered 9 inches. And X marks the spot. So next thing I would do is take a small piece of wood here and put a nail on one side and then a hole just big enough for a pencil on the other side. So I'll go get that taken care of. So I have a stick here, and I drill a hole in this just big enough to wedge a pencil in here. So it fits in there nice and tight. Then I measure back with a tape measure that I don't have. Oh, here we go. 9 inches. In this case, I'm going to make it 8 and 7/8, just so I make sure I clear the outside, make it within the area here. It's a real thin piece of cedar. Here we got this little jig here. Now I go to the center with my nail and drive it in just enough to where it'll hold this board in place. So then what I can do is I can draw a circle all the way around this thing. And there you have it. We'll go ahead and do that with the rest of them. guys, I decided not to go with these particular wheels here, because on a bed rail or on a bed frame there's like a Teflon insert that goes in here inside the leg of the frame for a bed rail, and obviously I don't have those on here, and so this doesn't turn that free in this wood. I just tried one here and it doesn't work well, so what I did is I broke down and bought a set of 4 for each one of these, and they got little bearings in there, and they're totally to rotate on those bearings. And so I went ahead and tried a set of these in a little pot dolly, I call them, and they work real good. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna go with. I'll go ahead and get this squared up and mounted on here. I'm just using these Saber Drive T25 deck screws, I call them. Okay, so again, if I didn't mention it, these are made out of 2x10s, 2x10 cedar, and I got 2 halves obviously on a 2x10, so that getting this 8 3/4 out of this 2x10 makes a dimension of 17 5/8 inches in diameter, and it's made out of 2-inch wood. And so I had this cedar laying around here for years, and so I went ahead and just surfaced it down, mounted these on here. So we got $3, $6, $9, $12 a piece in these pot dollies here, and they'll roll in any direction because they got good ball bearings on them. A lot better than these. I thought I would try them because they were free, but they don't. They get too much weight on here, and it causes too much resistance, and these things don't want to turn then. So then you end up dragging them across the deck, and they'll break on you. So I want to make this as easy as possible to maintain. The other reason that we're doing these, not just to move them, but so these stay elevated off of the deck. If you have a pot that sits on a deck, right on, if you got the pot sitting right on the deck itself, then there's a good place for that decay to happen. So we don't want that. Take you out here to the deck and show you how these things work. As you can see, it elevates off the deck just a little bit, to where we don't have any deck rot going on, so it stays drained. So anyway, that's going to work out real well for us. I got probably 4 more of these things to build, and we'll be back in business. Thanks for watching.